they call me bad company. I won't deny. Bad company. Today I die.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Wayne Campbell, and this is the Driver's Side. Real drivers, real talk. It is Friday night. We did not have a show this morning, so I felt that it was my duty to check in with you guys and let you guys know what's going on over here on the Driver's Side. We did have a incident last night, which we'll get into here in a minute. As you guys come up in here, I want to say thank you for everybody that checked in with us today. All right, it felt good to know that we have all you guys that care. I'm already having technical difficulties. It's spinning, and I don't know why. I just don't get it. But I'm going to push through, and we're going to do this as best as possible tonight. I'm going to go over and say good evening to you guys right now, and then we'll get to a couple things. And before we say good evening to everybody, I see you, Kim Grimm. I did get my new episode, or my new issue of 10-4 magazine, which is in the racks right now. I went out and picked it up today, so I'm excited about that. I'm going to do some reading and get to look at what's going on in here. I know that the winner from what is that show coverage of from Busted Knuckle in Oklahoma. So I think it was in Oklahoma, wasn't it? I believe so. That's what it says there. So I'll get into that this weekend and look at that. We have a show tomorrow night, which I'm looking forward to. We got panelists coming in. It should be a good time. Things are really coming together on the driver's side. I'm actually really nervous right now, and I don't know why I do this all the time, but I'm nervous. So let's go over to say good evening to everybody. John Hall, Sheila, my beautiful wife, Keith Becker, Edward, Kevin, John Freese, Alika, Dennis Hicks, Karen, Terrence, Rick Hale, Scott, Brianna. It's good to see you, Brianna. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope B-Man's doing good. Karen again. Sheila, okay, we're starting to get to everybody. Trucking with V, Kim Grimm, and Debbie. How are you? Trucking with V, it's good to see you. I miss you. I haven't seen your face in a while. I see you checking in. I see you over on the feed. I hope everything's good with you. You're a lady that's all about safety, and I like to keep in touch with people like you. You keep me reeled in, and you keep me focused on safety, and that's very important in today's industry. Mike Garvey, we got a new driver in the house. He's going to be starting here at FedEx soon. So you guys keep Mark Garvey in your prayers. And speaking of people keeping in our prayers, I have somebody I want to take a second to recognize, because he's a friend of ours, Charles Bundy. We call him Lefty here on the driver's side. He's got a friend that's going to be going into surgery tomorrow. So please, guys, keep Charles Bundy, and I think his name's Jake or John. It's John. John, keep John in your prayers, okay? Charles Bundy, I know you're going through it. You called me last night, and you're really upset about that. So I hope things go well for him tomorrow. I really do. All right, Brianna, we got a comment already. Brianne says, we are doing okay. I've been off for a while. I started college, and it's been hectic. So we haven't been doing a lot of videos. Well, I'm glad that you started college. It's sad that you're not doing videos. Because we love you. So when you're able to start doing videos again, Bree, we love to see the B-Man. We love when parents involve their kids in trucking. It's important. And speaking of people that are involved in trucking, the video that I played tonight was Trevor Hardwick. which is a gentleman that's deeply rooted in trucking. And it's crazy how things are starting to come back around. That's why I'm bringing it up, because it came back around. It came back, across. A phone call came across the other day, and it was Kevin Hardwick, Trevor Hardwick, and the way I was connected and how we were connected again was really cool. It's amazing how small the community in trucking is, the brother and sisterhood. So it feels good, because I feel like that I'm being embraced by the brother and sisterhood and being carried by the brother and sisterhood, which is, a lot of people say don't exist anymore. And I think that's just a bunch of crap. With all the stuff that's going on in the truck industry, negative, there's also just as much positive if you're actually looking for it. What I'm trying to say is, like, July, we got something big coming up that I'm going to attend, and it's a wedding at Walcott, which I'm excited about, because I have yet to be to the Walcott show. So, and I'm new to the show circuit, so I don't even know much about it to even speak on it. But I know somebody's getting married there, and I'm excited about that. So hopefully next week we'll talk a little bit more about that, and then also about Truckers Final Mile and what's going on over there, because I really want to push this nonprofit right here and the auction that's coming up for Truckers Final Mile. So guys, please head over to Truckers Final Mile. Check them out. They help get drivers home that pass away out on the road. And also, while you're checking them out, don't forget Trucks at Room to Spare. They're a natural disaster relief nonprofit that delivers natural disaster relief goods into natural disaster hit areas. All right. I feel like I've got the opener opened up. I think I'm a little more comfortable. I got cocoa tonight. I do not have coffee because, I'm running low on coffee and I don't feel like going to the store. If you want my honest, if you want all honesty here. So last night, we didn't do a show this morning because last night I get a bang on the door about 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm going to share this with you guys because the outcome of it, I feel, is just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And I'm going to say this before I get into that. I don't care. At the end of the day, I will always be proud to be an American. Okay? That's just what I'm going to say in regards to what's going on in our country. No matter what, I will always have the heart and be proud to be an American. That's just what I'm going to say there. But last night we get a bang on the door about 1 o'clock this morning, and my wife's like, honey, somebody's at the door. So I get to the door and I'm scrambling. I'm in my birthday suit, the whole nine. I grab a robe. I open the door and it's this young man, and he's like, I'm looking for somebody. What's going on? He's just completely not making sense. What I think happened is he came to rob this RV. He was out causing mischief. Okay, he's in a car. He's in this back of the church where we're staying. It's a field, and then right next to the field is a historic cemetery. But he's got his car up in the field. Okay, he's been doing donuts. So he bangs on our door, and I think that he was checking to see if somebody was in here, and he didn't expect somebody to come to the door, and I came to the door. And he said, oh, I'm looking for somebody. Well, they're not here. Get the hell out of here. Okay. And I just woke up. My wife, this is my home. Okay. I'm known to get out there and cause some riffraff and start some trouble with some punks and some people that are out there causing no good right now in our country. But what this gentleman did is he comes to our door and he woke me up. He startled my wife. So right away I go into protection. Okay. My dog's not happy. And he's saying, I'm looking for somebody. And I say, they're not here. So he gets in his car and he starts doing donuts again. And I shut the door and he's coming right back and he stops right in front of my door again. So I open it up, but this time I'm armed. All right. And I open the door and I said, get the hell out of here. He gets back in the car. He drops it in gear and he punches it. I jump back in the RV and he hits my RV. Luckily, he didn't cause any damage, but he did. I have a ladder out there that's got my CB antenna out on it and everything. He did tear that up and he hit my RV. And then he just starts doing donuts again in the parking lot. By this time, I got the robe on and I'm in the parking lot and I'm armed. And I'm like, what are you doing? He's coming out. He's jumping the curbs. Wife's calling the cops. All this stuff. Cops finally come. He done hit everything out here. He done caused damage. He hit fences. He tore his car up, flat tire, everything. He had got out. He followed the fence line and got out there. In the midst of that, my wife's calling the cops. I come back in the RV, and my wife says he's back because we're waiting for the cops to come, and I can hear him creep up. And he parks at the edge, and he turns everything off. By this time, the cops come. Cops stop him, and everything goes down. Sorry about that noise in the background. And it starts going down. The cops are here, things like that. And next thing you know, They're at my door, and I'm talking to them. Things start to happen and unfold. They handle the situation. I don't know how this happened in the midst of it, but the end results was the cops coming back to my door, telling me that he's going to be arrested for a DUI, but he won't be arrested. He'll be captured. He'll be caught and released. So basically, they're going to impound his car. They're going to put him in the back of a car. They're going to take him downtown, and they're going to release him. They're not going to arrest him. And I'm just floored. I don't know how to accept this, because this person should be going to jail. Period. My wife did not go back to sleep. Okay. But the fact that this man came to us and tried to hurt me by running me over, technically, and then causing all the damage, the cops coming, and I told them that my wife and I don't feel safe with this person around, and they are just going to release him. I just don't understand where we're at right now with the way things are going. And that's what happened last night. But I am really blown away that they did not take this person to jail. You know, it absolutely floors me, and it concerns me for you guys in the end, because you guys deliver into all these cities, and you guys come across people like this all the time, even in truck stops. So is nothing being done all over? I don't get it. I really don't. It really blew me away that this happened and it was allowed. I don't know where we're at on top of everything else, but this person, and it was because of COVID. In the end, it's because of COVID. So I don't understand at all, that people are able to get away with what they're getting away with, on top of the things that were passed, just let alone in this state, that are just basically a slap on the wrist now, to where back in the day, you'd be going to prison for a long time, and it's got me on edge now, because now it's dark and I'm still here, and I'm not going anywhere because like I said, I'm a proud American and I'll stand my ground. But where is the help? Where is the relief for these people? Where's the protection? Is where I'm at, because I know that right now I really don't feel safe. I feel like that I'm protecting myself, that's it, that I got you guys, and that I am on my own, technically, as an American, when it comes to either even calling the cops or anything like that, or when it comes to the safety of my family. I really do. I feel like I could basically go anywhere in the state of Oregon and claim land or do whatever I want. Seriously, what's going on in the state? It's unbelievable. And you drivers, unfortunately, when you come into these cities, you don't see it like I'm seeing it. Because when I go into a city, I always see it as a truck driver. Okay, no matter where I'm at, like Portland, for instance. And I talked to Trevor Hardwick this week. Okay, and I'm going to say he delivers down there. Okay, and he said it himself. He gets in there and he strategically does his deliveries to where he doesn't get caught up in a situation, and he actually routes himself around things. And I hope, Trevor, I hope you're okay with Kim. I hope it's okay that I mentioned that, because we talked about that the other day. And I just have to be open, and I have to be honest with what I'm experiencing and what I'm hearing from drivers, because we're all separated, 1 degree separated from a truck, and every area needs you guys. And this area where I'm sitting, I can literally throw a rock to the Americold. So drivers are coming into this area a lot. You got a lot of places around here, lumber yards for flatbedders that are coming out of here. Your reefers drivers are coming out of here. So there's a lot of drivers coming in and out of this area. I don't understand why things are being allowed, and that you guys aren't really being informed unless something happens to a driver, like the tanker driver. You know what I'm saying? Or like the driver at when the Dodgers won the World Series, I think it was, and that truck got ramsacked. So I feel it's my job as a broadcaster in the trucking industry to bring this to the forefront, to talk about it. because I'm experiencing it. Like I said, I literally pulled a gun on somebody last night. I had to pull a gun to protect myself. I did. And I'm not that person. I do not like guns. I don't. But I do own one. And it's for that reason right there. And it concerns me all the way around that this person did not go to jail. And no one even asked me. Cops didn't ask me if I had a weapon. Nothing. It's weird. And I wanted to share that with you guys and to also let you know that we're okay. And my wife was so shaken up this morning that she couldn't do a show. She couldn't. And I don't expect her to. But it's like I can see out this window right here. And if you see the lights, I don't know if you can see the lights, but they hit me. And I have to make sure that I know who's coming on this property. Because they're cutting through right now. It concerns me. And I don't like feeling this way. I don't. I should feel safe in my home. Period. So I wanted to stop in tonight and kind of talk about that and touch on that and let you guys know where I'm at and what's going on with me as your host of your morning show and your Saturday show, because I know that people were really concerned, and that felt good. Is the concern here from you guys right here? Oh, your guys' comments are different in the comments. So I'm going to head over to your comments and I'm going to touch and touch on some things. I know some things have changed in the truck industry. I just don't feel like myself right now. I feel like I don't have it. I'm not feeling. I don't feel like Wayne. I'm really at a loss. A little upset about today and upset of where the state of my country. In all honesty. All the way around. So let's go over to the comments. Good evening, Rooster. It's good to see you. And if you guys are looking for positive content, and if you are on TikTok or you just want somebody cool to talk to, check out Rooster. This dude Chad right here. He's a car hauler, and if you're new to the industry and you're looking to get into car hauling, this guy right here will definitely talk to you. And Rooster, I love your TikToks. His motto is love a driver, hug a driver, and I appreciate that. I don't think we're allowed to hug drivers right now, Rooster. The second wave's coming, guys. As far as this COVID goes, from what I'm hearing from drivers within the industry, the second wave's coming. Okay, things are going to get shut down again. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I almost put my life on that. Things are rolling back in. Is it Massachusetts, Sheila? Massachusetts. And several other states. The East Coast is already starting to see shutdowns. So you guys just be ready, be prepared. Make sure you have all the things you need in your truck to stay sanitized is what I'm going to say. All right, let's go up to Rick Kale. I saw your comment, Rick. I know these comments are on a delay, so please understand that I'm trying to balance this as best as possible tonight. Rick Hale says, on a serious note, that's why I like tonight. I'm staying in Jersey in my heavy wrecker I carry for my safety. All right, and just so everybody knows, as far as heavy wrecker goes, yeah, that's Mr. Kale right there. Get it, driver. Get it. That's your hooker right there. That's your lifeline out there, drivers, out on that East Coast part of that Northeast. That driver, Rick Kale, he's out there rescuing drivers, and I appreciate you, Rick. I really, really do. Lonnie Ray, how are you tonight? Good to see you, and thank you for checking in on us. I appreciate you. Andrew says, made it, maybe time to relocate. You know what, Andrew, I can relocate anytime I want. What I'm not going to do at this moment, because it's where I'm at in my life, the holidays are coming and I'm going through things personally, so I'm in a good place as far as the people that I need in my life, on top of the driver's side, but also where I'm staying at the church. So I need to stay right where I'm at technically, for myself, because I need to be good within for me, and that's all I'm going to say there, brother. But I appreciate the concern. I do, but I want to say right now, no matter where you go, in like these major cities, there's a lot of unrest, and there's a lot of things going down. People are not happy right now, in all parts of the country, and that makes me nervous in a whole for our country. But I would relocate. I'm not a runner, but I understand what you're saying, and you're not telling me to run. You're saying, hey, like, maybe, you know what, dude, maybe it's time to get to a new spot, because things are just getting run down in the area you're in, and there's not much you're going to be able to do about that. I'm sorry, I'm really focused on that window, It's bothering me because, like I said, I had some big issues last night. Mary Kay, how are you? It's good to see you. It's really good to see you. Let's go up to Scott and Karen. I miss you guys. I hope to see you tomorrow night, Scott, on the panel. I really do. All right, Scott, Wayne, you and Sheila need to get out of that area and come to Texas ASAP. Scott, I do have roots in Texas. Like I said, I was in the oil field in Texas, and I do want to come to Texas, and we do want to hit the road. It makes more sense for us to hit the road that we have a talk show that revolves around trucking, the morning drive, and the Saturday show, let alone that we deal with nothing but truck drivers. And that's what we're all about. So it would make sense for us to go on the road. But also the holidays are coming, and we have Haul on the Holidays, and it's hard to produce episodes and to tap into everything that we need to tap into right now. And then with the COVID coming, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to make moves. You know what I'm saying? So because we said a couple of weeks ago that we're going to get ready to get back out on the road, and everybody's wanting us to get back out on the road until we see where this is going in a whole with the election on top of with the COVID and holidays, and to see where you guys are at and see what the best route for us to go would be in most aspects of that. So I hope that kind of makes sense, Scott, because I want to get out to Louisiana. I want to get out to Texas. I want to get out to Tennessee, see the Bundys. I want to get up to New England to see Rick. I really do. Or Boston. I want to get out to Boston. I want to get out to the East Coast. I really do. I really want to get out to the East Coast. My family's from Jersey, so Jersey's where my heart is. And I really want to get out east. I know it's that time of year that you don't want to go east, but I actually do want to go east. But I also really want to balance the holidays and be able to give back to the drivers. I want to be able to broadcast to the trucking industry in the best way I can, and also with the best quality, and also reach as many as we can. I know going out on the road would make more sense, but also getting a hold of people like with I want to say Truckers Find a Mile. They do stuff for people for Christmas. We did Haul on the Holidays for Thanksgiving last year, which we gave money away. We gave $200 away. I went out to truck stops and just gave out cash. But this year I want to carry Haul on the Holidays all the way through Christmas, because we don't just haul one holiday, we haul all the holidays, and Haul on the Holidays should be carried all the way through. And that's what we're going to do this year. And I really want to get with people that are doing things for the holidays, for the trucking industry, and really push it as best as we can and as hard as we can, in the best format of quality that we can, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I can get to rambling. All right, let's go over to Vincent over on YouTube. Vincent, I'm glad y'all are safe. I just hope you can continue to be safe. God bless. No, thank you, and I am too. I'm glad I didn't make the moves that most people would have made last night. Like I said, I'm not one for violence, but I am one to put some people in their place as far as that goes. You guys all see me in Portland, so I can't sit here and say that I'm Mr. Innocent. But when you come to my door, I am going to arm myself, and you're going to possibly have a gun pulled on you. The problem with me is I will do everything I can till I have to pull that trigger. Okay, because I don't ever want to go through that. Okay, so I'm going to try to diffuse it as best I can. But you come to my door, and my wife is my life, my dog, my family, then yeah, things are going to get really serious. And it bothered me that I had to go there. But again, the most disturbing thing out of it all was that person wasn't taken into custody and reprimanded like they should have been, like I would have been if it was me when I was his age. That's and where we're at today in a whole, it makes me nervous. All right, so Dennis Hicks. All right, keep talking about it. The more you talk about it, the better you think you'll be. And you're right, and that's why I'm here tonight, Dennis. And I want to talk about Dennis Hicks real quick. Dennis, I hope you don't mind sharing. I'm going to share something. Dennis Hicks reached out to me yesterday. He did a couple things yesterday. I'm not going to say exactly what he did, but he called me and he's like, "Dude, I don't know. It kind of like he didn't know how I felt about it. He felt like maybe I should. Did I do the wrong thing? Did I just get taken advantage of?" Because he was doing something from the giving heart. And I said, dude, no, you did exactly what you should have done in that situation. But what he said after that was he told me this. He says, the reason why I did it was because of the panel show. And I'm like, no. I get that. But the reason why you did it is because the panel show helped pull that type of person out of you, and that's what you decided to do, because that's what we're about over on the driver's side, Dennis. Not Justin Williams, not Dennis Hicks, but Justin Williams. That happened to Justin Williams. Did I get that confused? I think I mixed that up. All right. So if I did, sorry, but that was Justin Williams that happened to, who called me last night. So thank you, Justin. Sorry. Like I said, I'm messing up tonight. I don't feel like myself. All right, Brianna says, Sheila Campbell, I'll message you. They are solar charged and can be put up without drilling. I don't know. It helped me out. What are we talking about, Sheila?
Motion detector lights. And
Motion detector. Right, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Because, yeah, I needed to put some lights out here because I don't feel like I have enough. All right, so Raquel, remember, brother, at the end you have to take care of you. Correct. I agree with that. Ronald Herbert, my northern guy, I want to say my Canada guy, right? Ronald, you're Canadian, right? I want to say, yeah, right? You're all the way up there. All right, get it out, and it will help. It will help you to talk. Yes, it does. I get it. Dennis Hicks, what's going on, Dennis? How are you? Dennis, dude, yeah, this is just all coming together. It really is. All right, real quick, happy belated birthday to Brittany. Okay, guys, happy belated birthday to Brittany. I saw you on the feed the other day, and I knew it was your birthday. I forgot to say happy birthday, so happy belated birthday. I appreciate you. And to Scott, Scott's going to bed, guys. Scott's old, so Scott needs to drink his Metamucil and go to sleep. Go to bed, Scott. Good night, Karen. It's good to see you, Scott. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Can I be on tomorrow's show, Brittany? Yes, you can. Come on, Brittany. We're looking for new faces for tomorrow. I think we got a few people that are already booked. So as far as tomorrow night goes, the wife wants to make sure that I make this clear that we're going to try to balance this. So guys, we're going to have people on. It's just there's some people that reached out that we want to make sure they get on. So some people might the way the Saturday show's been going is we've been having so many guests in the back studio that it's getting back. We can't take as many. So it's starting to get too full, and people are not getting in, and they're feeling like we're ignoring them. The problem is it's too full in the back, and we can't get everybody in. So it's growing that fast, and it's got that much of an audience on Saturday. So that we do apologize, but we will get as many people as we can on. And Brittany, yes, we would like to have you on. All right, so that would be great. All right, and Scott, why am I a dog? Because you're because you're that old. Get it. We're the same age. What am I talking about? Dennis Hicks says, happy birthday, Brittany. Ken Grimm says, yes, you are. Okay, I guess so. I don't know what I am, but I don't know even that's towards me. Frank Birch, there he is. Frank Birch, how are you, sir? I have LED motion detectors. I have LED motion detector spotlights on my house. No drilling. Yeah, so I'm going to look into that. That'd be pretty cool. And I bet you I could put something up to where I could pop them off. You know what I'm saying? To where they'd pop off, even when I move the rig and head out on the road. But yeah, I guess it's coming to the point where I have to have motion detectors on my RV. What the hell is that about? Then again, it makes sense. It's kind of, look at you guys. Get it. Sandra, good evening, Sandra. I don't recognize your name, and it's good to see you here tonight. I appreciate you. I don't know why I can't pull your comment up, but there it is. Good night, friend. Big hug, Sandra. I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate it, Sandra. Dennis Hicks is laughing at me. Put me on tomorrow night's show is you will have me. Of course, Frank, I'll send you a link. We'll get that all out, guys. All right. So tomorrow's night show is we'll send out a link, and I'll also send me messages, guys. If you want to just send me a message or send the driver's side a message for tomorrow night show. All right, guys, we're coming up on 30 minutes, guys. So, and I'm just like, we're supposed to be checking in tonight. All right. Susie says, I've missed you guys this week. It's okay, Susie. They're still there to go watch. All right. I appreciate you. How are you doing? How's things going? I hope you and the husband are doing okay. I hope things are good at home for you. All right. Rick Kale again says, I'm not coming without coffee. Well, I hope not, because people without coffee could be a really dangerous thing. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So have your coffee, bro. If you have your coffee, seriously, it wouldn't be pretty. All right. I'm having cocoa tonight, by the way. So, but all right, let's see what Ronald's saying. Ronald, you should have a show with the old timers, then the new guys, to then the ladies, to we can take questions. Okay, so here's what I would like to do. I'm glad you brought that up, Ronald. Okay, because we have a lot of veterans. Okay, if you didn't notice today, I re-aired the episode of the museum, which is the Powerland Museum out here, which is just full of heritage. Okay, And that's what I'm all about. I love older stuff. I love older trucks because it takes a brain to drive it. That's why I love them. It's the challenge, and it's the challenge of driving them, and what it takes to drive it. It's a symphony. It's a dance. Okay, and if you got it, you got it. If you don't, you don't. You know what I'm saying, drivers? I'm not the guy that wants to know what's in it. I want to know how I could drive it. I want to know how you drive it. How can I become one with that piece of machinery? All right, okay. So the Powerland Museum is teaching me a lot about how things work within it, on top of the heritage behind it and the history behind it and the people behind it. So I'm going to be going down there more, and what I would like to do and what I would like to see from the driver's side to in regards to what you said. I would like to have pick an evening, either once a month, twice a month, to where veterans of the industry are able to join a panel, a round table. Send me your pictures if you have them. If you don't have to have them. But each person will have a chance to tell their story. And if you do have pictures, I won't be there. I'll be in the background. You guys will all be there on the panel up there. And as you tell your stories, I'll tech from the behind the scenes, and I'll put up your pictures like Rick Kale. Okay, his dad, the Mac that he has. I'll be able to put that up while he talks about it. Okay, I'll be able to put pictures of him and his dad while he tells the story of him and his dad. Daryl Martin, him and his family. All you bloodline drivers is what I would like to get together. And I'd like to produce episodes of you guys telling your stories, because that's where I think things really, really come together, and of quality, and of getting a message across, on top of giving the gift of this away. I think that is very, very important. And I think we have the opportunity to do that, whether it's here or somewhere else, with this technology that we have today. I really want to take advantage of the technology that we have today for the good. We see so much negativity out there in this industry. It's, having the morning show. It's really hard to do a morning show around the trucking industry and keep it positive. So what we've learned to do is take everything that we try to take the negatives and bring a positive off of it or out of it in some way, even in Manic Mondays. And then by the end of the week, by Feel Good Fridays, we try to be completely positive. But I think that if we produce episodes and we do get veterans and we do have roundtables to where you guys do get questions while you're telling your story, and then as you tell your story, the questions will come in, and I'll be able to put them up properly, and you guys won't even have to do anything except just show up and plug in and tell your story and let your legacy be recorded forever. And that's what I want. What would love to see from the driver's side. That is my end goal, is to have a network of drivers that just give it away without any underlying motive. The one thing that happens in the trucking industry is everybody's here to sell something to the driver. I'm not. If people want to advertise on the platform, I that's how we're going to survive eventually, or we'll have whatever we need to do to survive. We'll make sure that this works. I will hustle until it is profitable that we can live off of, because I don't want it to go away. I don't. I really don't. I don't. Like people. Okay, and here's why I don't want it to go away. And I'm just going to pull a random person out of here that means something to me, that means something actually to my wife. His name's Larry Starr from Lincoln, Nebraska. Okay, my wife will forever know Lincoln, Nebraska as Larry Starr. Right, Sheila? Am I right?
Lincoln.
Right. There it is. Get it. And that's something special. Okay. And I know when that man is watching the show, it's a man of quality. It's a quality driver. And that's what we lack in this industry. And that's my goal. Okay. And it took a long time for me to get my ego out of it, my head out of my ass, excuse my language, to finally get right here to where I'm at today, to where I can attract people like Larry Starr. Okay. And that's the goal. Okay, that is my vision. That is my dream for the driver's side. And then my dream is to also do the same thing my dad did, is to give to drivers. Okay, my dad had 30 drivers under him at all times, and he was proud of that, and I'm proud of this. And this is the only way that I can think that I can to not match my dad, but to honor my father. Okay, not to outdo my dad or out succeed my father, but at least to honor my dad, in the trucking industry and the transportation industry, because my dad was all the way down to the people movers. He's a coordinator in the industry, in the transportation industry. So, and he drove for a long time, and it took care of my family, and he got a lot of people, good careers and good jobs and good pensions that are well off today. That doesn't happen a lot in this industry. It doesn't. It doesn't. Retirement in trucking is pretty much unheard of. You're gonna grab those gears till you die. Just saying. And it's most likely because that's what you want to do. All right, I feel like I'm just rambling. Frank says, if you come to Indiana, Wayne, I'll take you for a ride in a 46, and that's what I'm going to do. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come to Indiana. I definitely going to come to Indiana, and I'm definitely going to go to Boston to meet Rick, this gentleman right here. Right, this dude right here, another quality driver. Just like Larry Starr from Lincoln, Nebraska. That Mac that he has, I want him to take me for a ride in that. I want to sit there and sit, and I want him to tell me all about it, whether it's on camera or off camera. I want to know. It's the truck is one thing, but it's the driver that makes the truck in the end. And that's just how it is. That's what my dad raised me to believe, and that's just what it is. It's the driver that makes the truck. Anybody can have a pretty truck or an old truck but not have the history behind it or the heritage behind it or the roots behind it. And Rick does. It was his dad's. So the things that Rick's going to be able to tell me is going to be amazing. I didn't really have. I'm just going to be honest here, Rick, and let me get your comment, then I'll be honest here. There are a lot of quality drivers. We just don't advertise it and show off. We just do our thing, Rick, and that's a good thing, and it's also a bad thing. I need you guys to show that off, but in a professional manner. I just need you to give it away, okay? Your guys' stories and your guys' legacies deserve to be told and deserve to be heard. I'll go back to what I was saying, Rick, about you and your dad and that truck, and then Daryl Martin and his family. And just with the emblem episode last week, the Throwback Thursday with the emblem, how it triggered Daryl Martin, and he said it made his hair stand up, when I showed your truck. Okay, when I showed your dad's truck, his hair stood up over in Pennsylvania. Okay, and I'm over here in Oregon, and it all happened right here. What I'm trying to say is, we deserve to know about the men and women that did it before us so we can respect it. I love old school, but technically, I'm not old school. I don't feel like I'm old school. I've seen now when you want to come to change and like electronics and stuff like that, yes. But when it comes to driving, I don't feel that I'm old school enough to know enough. And that's just the way it is. I've been called a baby many times, and I'm okay with that. I didn't get to learn from my dad like you did, Rick, or like Daryl did. My dad was a workaholic, and he was more concerned about other people than his family and getting and working. He was okay with putting me with a driver instead of showing me something. He would have somebody else show me, if that makes any sense. So what I'm trying to say is the things that you guys have experienced, I want to experience. And I want to know how you experienced it. Because I'm just a deep person, and that heritage is just everything to me. Like I said, it took a brain to drive that truck. And I want to know the type of people that laid it down for us. I just do. And I want to know the history of a Mac and stuff like that. I want to know the history, your guys' history, because every driver's side is different. I just feel like this is getting away from me now. So, but I feel like people like Phil Tristan, there he is, my amigo, deserve to be highlighted. You guys, the trucking industry is the most important thing to us. You guys are the rock stars, technically, because the rock stars need you guys to deliver their stuff and their equipment to be rock stars. Period. So that's where I'm at with that. Now I feel like I'm just rambling. All right, Charles Bundy, I see you. Phil Tristan, old school guys, just do what we do and move on. That's how most of us were raised. I know that. That's how. You know what? I was raised that way too, but I love talking to people. I love telling stories. I love hearing stories. I love comparing stories. I just do it. I do, and I think it's fun, and I think that a lot of people actually do. And you guys just don't do it enough. That's the problem. So, all right, guys, get your comments in because I'm going to start wrapping this up, okay? Because I'm literally rambling over here, and I don't need to do that. All right, we're supposed to have some kind of direction, and I don't have any direction tonight. Like I said, I'm just dropping in to check in. All right, let's go to Frank. That truck helped make the Alkin what it is today. Right. You know, see, that's what I'm saying. You guys just need to come on in. We need to do a Thursday night show or something, you know, to where, or whenever you guys, what I'll do is I'll give a date, and if you guys can make plans for that date and do the best you can to work around it and to be there for that date once a month, we can get that together. We get that popping. You know, we can start doing that really soon. The first of the year is coming. So after the holidays, I really want to tap into you guys. On the holidays, we're going to stay busy with the holidays, but once the holidays are over, the first of the year, I really want to tap into you guys and really climb up in trucks. So, all right, Dennis Hicks. Let's go to Dennis. As a kid, I absolutely hated school and did everything I could revolt it. But now I absolutely crave being educated at anything I can get my hands on. And I think that's where me and you relate a lot, Dennis. I really do, because I'm that douchebag kid. I'm that bad kid. Oh, I bucked everything. I know you're not going to teach me nothing. And now I thirst for education. I really do. And the thing that sucks is I've let my attitude and myself get in the way. I really have. I haven't been teachable. You know, I get to a point and I haven't been teachable. I got to a point where I haven't been teachable, and I have to get out of that. So I totally agree. Yes, wrap it up. I'm going to wrap it up. Sudi says, love you, Wayne and Sheila. Have a wonderful night. Yes. Good night, Alika. Good night, Frank. Good night, Dave Umberger. Good night, Ronald. Dave. Good. My dad. Okay, Charles. Let's end it with Charles. My dad had 2 Macs and an old GMC. I can't see that. And Brockways. Okay. All right. Okay. Teamsters. I can't deny that. My dad was a Teamster. Can't deny that. F school. I thirst for knowledge. Right. F school. Now I thirst for knowledge. It's true. I do. I thirst for knowledge. Peace out. Good night, everybody. Be safe. All right. With that being said, guys, we're done here. Okay. The one thing I need you guys to realize is how much you mean to me. Okay. You guys mean a lot to me, whether you know it or not. I'm just going to tell you that. All right. You should be able to see that by now. And at the end of the day, you guys are the heartbeat of America, and you should be treated like the heartbeat of America. Remember, guys, always keep your shiny side up, rubber side down, and to make money in today's trucking industry, you have to keep that left door closed. And I think I got a video for you guys tonight to end it with. All right. Let's just go. Let's go with this one. Good night, guys.
Free in the home of the brave and God we trust.